Damn it! Just hearing it from you's pissing me off.
I actually really need to use the restroom. So I'm gonna let this cutscene play, and then you'll know I'm back when I press the square button again.
You've come so far. What problem could they possibly have now?
I tried negotiating in person with the professor and the investors, but they simply wouldn't listen. Due to the lack of concrete evidence, all further research and funding in the field of cognitive science will cease. They told me it's already over and done with. But why now, of all times? When they first saw my paper, they were positively beaming with excitement.
In the research lab in Odaiba? They're not going through with that anymore?
Yep. Damn it. To hell with their concrete evidence. How are we supposed to get any evidence if we can't perform the research first? If we can change the cognition of trauma victims, their suffering can be eliminated. Who knows how many people could be saved with this research? How much more obvious could its benefits be?
So, do you really think the lack of evidence is the reason they shut it all down?
It makes absolutely no sense to me. After all the time and money spent, to just cut off my research because it wasn't all proven sound immediately. Even if that was the result of some kind of conspiracy, what could I do about it? It's not like I have any proof.
I see. So, what are you gonna do now? Sponsors have backed out, so I doubt the college is gonna let you keep using their labs.
I'm done with that college. They have nothing for me at this point. I'll look for work elsewhere while I keep fleshing out that research paper. Eventually I'll prove the existence of the cognitive world. Once I've done that, no one will be able to complain. Rumi, I swear I'm going to do it. I have the power now. It cost me my life with you. So I'm going to rescue everyone from their pain. I don't care how long it takes me. It's going to happen.
So that was another of Dr. Maruki's memories? Yes, I believe so. Seemed to be a much more recent memory than the first one we saw, though. His research was cut off.
So after the incident with his girlfriend, he progressed in his research to harness cognitive science as a healing practice. However, his research was shut down, and his career along with it. All he had left was his resolve to prove his research valid, then use it to save people. That seems to be the message delivered by the videos we found.
It must have been his dream, to use his research to save people here.
If that sounds good to you, would you prefer we just turn around and go home?
That isn't an option.
Yeah, what she says. If anything, we've got to pull out all the stops to win this one.
Well, the vote was unanimous.
Alright, cool. I really like the way Maruki's backstory here is sprinkled in. And you even got, like, during his confidant, you even got some stuff about Maruki. Like, it wasn't anything major, but it's not like suddenly you get Maruki stuff. You get a good amount of Maruki stuff even before. Like, you get stuff with Maruki even before the, even during his confidant, like, you get the stuff with his colleague, and you get to know about his research a little bit. So it's like, it's really nice build up for this part where you get, like, everything. Alright.
Show me your true form.
Now we unlock that door.
We've got the advantage. Don't rush this.
You guys are Dizzy? Is that Dizzy? I think it's Dizzy.
Good job, Violet.
Take over, bum 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 bum.
I got it. This is my other self. Gorokichi!
Go Gorokichi.
You got him, son. One enemy hit the ground.
Goodbye. You should probably switch out Yusuke and use like a different party member, maybe like Panther or something.
And the curtain falls.
Still also have to do, I forgot, we're also gonna do that final arena challenge thing. We'll probably do that after the palace though. We still have to go to Mementos anyway, so it doesn't really matter when we do it. How do I... Where am I going? Get to the exam room. Where's that locked door? This way, maybe? Here we go. There's evidence. Yep. Disengaging lock. Yes, it opened. Let's get moving, Joker. Oh, come on. Is the next question what's Maruki's favorite snack or something? Chocolate chip cookie, probably. That's one of my favorite snacks. Although snack is such a like vague thing. Snack could be like anything, not just a sweet or a dessert. So maybe I would have to think about that more. This is quite the change in environment. Where are we now? This is the psychological exam room. Yes, this is the other part I vividly remember about the palace. We conduct psychological tests so that we can offer patients the happiest and most ideal realities. If you're interested, proceed down the hall through the door to access the information panel. An exam room? Like a hospital exam room? Perhaps. What an odd place. The shadows here aren't attacking us. Don't they want us to stop? Strange as it may be, they do not seem to be hostile to us at all. Furthermore, I admit that I'm curious as to what this exam entails. Joker, perhaps we can talk to these shadows and gather some useful information.
Huh? Is there a safe room around here
There sure is.
I see there's a safe room here.
Yes, good eyes.
I'll just add this.
I'm gonna save right here. That playtime's really off, by the way. I think we're like, I don't know, I don't even know what part this is, because like I'm so behind on backlog. Backlog is really big for this game. We're not supposed to be 113 hours in this game. We're probably more like 106 hours? I think it's more like 107 hours. 113 hours is overkill because I left the game running at times, or I like did some, I think I did some mementos grinding at one point in the playthrough off screen, so like that playtime's a little inconsistent. It's off by like 6 hours. It's ahead by like 6 hours. We don't know what's happening in there. We should investigate the reception thoroughly first. You're the Phantom Thieves, I assume. Normally I capture any intruders, but this area is free to any who wish to enter. I'll grant you entrance to the exam room should you desire. Allowing intruders to proceed? How odd. They must be awfully confident in their exam techniques at any rate. Such progress should work in our favor. We should make sure we get our acts straight for this. So what will it be? Depending on your reply, we'll have to respond accordingly. I see. So you're curious about the facilities? Very well. This is the lobby for the psychological exam room where we determine if patients are mentally sound or not. We find the flaws and potential issues in the patient's heart that even they may not be aware of.
Well,
And what exactly comprises these examinations? Beyond that hall lies the special exam room. There, each patient answers 3 simple questions. Touch the information panel to begin the process. Listen to the question and choose the elevator that corresponds with your answer. Please refrain from returning to the previous level until the exam is over. Treatment will be recommended depending on the patient's diagnosis. For this treatment, just like every other step to the process, has been designed with the patient in mind, don't worry. So all we have to do is answer the thing we believe in. Although I'm a bit hesitant to find out what they mean by treatment. Examine the person's heart, find their plan, regret, then distort their cognition. This is the palace version of what Dr. Maruki does in real life.
Wait!
But if we make a mistake, does that mean they're going to change our cognitions? That's probably confined to the real world. Here, they probably mess with people's heads some other way. Like maybe they hook you up to some machine, just bzz. Don't scare me like that. Well, whatever form his treatment takes, I'm sure we want to know part of it for ourselves. Standing here attempting to imagine it won't do us any good, though. Let's take the exam and see where we wind up. So much reading. I forgot how much of this dialogue they don't voice. The receptionist told us to start with the information panel. Yes, I see it. I have eyes. Is that it? Here's your question. One day at school, you see that your good friend is being led away by a group of scary people. You want to help your friend, but if you fight them alone and lose, you could easily get hurt. This is the easiest choice I would have to make. If you look for a teacher, there would be no danger to you. But if you don't succeed in time, your friend will most likely get hurt. Okay. A little more difficult to make. Which would you do in this situation? A is go after your friend, B, go get help. Neither answer is wrong, though. Yeah, but this is a medical exam, not a school one. They're trying to figure out whether or not you need treatment. So maybe go with the answer that you think Dr. Maruki would pick. So we have to try and figure out which one Dr. Maruki would pick. Oh, this is going to be hard. It's hard to be sure of anything whatsoever right now. Why don't we try asking some of the other patients around here? They may only be cognitive beings, but they still have to take the exam just like we do.
Right.
What's in here?
Hey,
Got a sec? Oh yeah, how can I help you? I chose B. This is sort of embarrassing, but I'm never on the helping side. Someone always has to help me. I just don't have the courage to confront somebody. So you're the type to ask others for help. I mean, that ain't wrong, but don't you ever think to yourself, I want to help them? Of course I do. But even if I had the courage to step in, I might not be able to actually help. If that's the case, it's probably best if I go get help from someone else. That way, success is much more likely.
Yes.
So what's your consideration for others that made you choose B? Well, thanks for your time. You're very welcome.
Okay.
Alright, let's try asking this guy. You guys are dressed awfully fancy. It doesn't look like you're here for an examination. I don't even have to think about it. My answer is A. Go after your friend. Is there a reason you didn't even hesitate? My reason? Well, normally I wouldn't share this with someone I just met, but that was in this exact situation in the past. The difference is, that time I just acted like I didn't see anything and went on my way. I let my fear control me. Pretty pathetic of me, right? I've regretted it ever since. So I've decided from now on I'm gonna help people in need no matter what happens to me. Stuff like that can make you feel totally horrible. Even if it ends up hurting, it's still better to go with whatever choice you won't regret later.
on board.
Hey, sounds like the right answer to me. Thanks. Well, what's the reasoning for my answer? That's the reasoning for my answer. Probably want to go with blue here, right?
Well,
Now we know both sides of the story. But neither one's actually wrong. I kind of get where they're both coming from. What matters is which one Dr. Maruki thinks is wrong. Why don't we collect our thoughts somewhere and talk out our answer? How convenient that there's a meeting room. I would go with blue, personally.
well then.
So after some investigating, I think they use this place to touch patients' mental states with a questionnaire. If they find any abnormalities, they will force treatment right away. Not sure what it is, but I suspect we should avoid it. So if Dr. Maruki thinks we're fine as we are, we get to skip the treatment. Most likely. It may not be easy, but we'll have to try to think like Dr. Maruki whenever coming up with our responses. Sorry, Joker, but I ain't good at this stuff. The questionnaire is all yours, dude.
Well then.
Let's think of how to handle the first question. What should we do, Joker?
Yep.
Risking yourself to help your friend or take the time to find dependable help? Determining which choice is incorrect is quite difficult.
Aww.
Neither choice guarantees your friend's safety if you think about it. Neither option seems any more successful than the other when it comes to helping your friend. What do you mean?
Do you have a moment?
Your friend may end up hurt no matter which answer you choose, so that isn't the deciding factor here. The issue is that you may end up getting hurt. That's what we based our decision on. Great. Joker, you totally got this. I guess he's done thinking it over. We should have enough information to book out his decision.
What's up?
Does it actually matter what I pick here? I'm gonna choose... I don't know. I want to see what happens if I pick blue.
What do you want to do?
I don't know if it actually matters. They have this whole thing of like, think how... Okay, you get a shadow if you're wrong.
What?
Oh, it's you lot.
Joker!
Alright, time to kill you. So it's red. It's fine. It's also weak to curse, which helps us. You guys are really weak. You're a disaster shadow that will just blow up. Panther, get in here. Get him, Celestine.
Amazing, Panther.
Checkmate.
I don't think he'll die, so I kind of want to, like, do Takechi here. These are weak to curse.
Direct hit to their weakness.
I'm glad they told me that you're weak to curse. Goodbye. Nope, you're still alive. Yeah, I'm sure you did. Hey, don't kill me. I'm frozen. It's just as bad.
Someone help him or he can't move.
Bye. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum.
Power. Course.
Hey, Lloyd 9. That was close. So we wound up in a fight after making our choice. Does that mean we were wrong? I think what it means is rather than putting ourselves in danger, it's a better idea to avoid the risk. Okay, so you just carry on like normal. So getting it wrong is basically irrelevant. Mate to the second question appears to have 3 possible answers. So getting it wrong is basically pointless. But I guess it would be pointless if it's like, hey, go make your choice, but you know which one it is. You have a personal dream that you really want to make come true. You've worked hard to achieve it. It's something coming into fruition. It's just not coming into fruition. Causing you a lot of grief, but if you were to give up now, all your hard work is sure to be for nothing. Which would you do? Keep up the hard work, do whatever it takes? I would not give up. These are kind of the same, aren't they? Do whatever it takes, keep up the hard work. What's like the actual difference with these two? Giving up for a new dream is stupid. That might be what Maruki would want, but not me. These are basically the same thing. We don't know enough to make a decision. We should gather information. Maybe they'll tell me here what the difference is. Don't you guys look crazy? Are you cosplayers or something? Those look like they took forever to make. I didn't make them. They just manifested. That's awesome. Dropping in... Will you drop in my stream someday? What do you say? Will you drop in my stream? Tell me your answer. My Persona 5 stream needs it. So I know it's probably not the answer for everyone, but I'm gonna choose B. Do whatever it takes. I started streaming so I could strike it rich. That's like the opposite for me. With how streaming's been blowing up, if this goes well for me, I'd be swimming in it. You know what I mean? So you're doing it for money. But it hasn't been as easy as I'd hoped. I post videos every day, but my view count never went anywhere. That was me for like the first year or two. But then I found the mother load. There was a video someone uploaded where he just bashed on the celebrity so bad it was ruthless. His view count was through the roof. That's when I knew what I had to do to make it. From then on, I switched over to solely posting bash videos. Lo and behold, my view count started to shoot up. Oh, do whatever it takes is like switch what you're... It's essentially like switching what you're doing just to do it, you know? Like, this guy started posting bash videos just to make it big, then I would absolutely go with A. That's like me saying, oh, JRPGs or games in general don't get many views. I'm gonna play like some shooter games or Fortnite or something. So I would not go with B. So he's flame baiting, saying outrageous stuff just for attention. So all this stuff you're going on about, basically it boils down to you talking crap about other people for money, yeah? You really nailed it there. People hate on me night and day in the comments. They even point me out on the street now. Alright, well, not exactly that analogy, but that's... To me, that's basically what it's like. Me being a content creator. I'm not doing anything illegal or anything, and that's better than what I could have ended up in. I walked away from my job because the stress was killing me, but then it became a real burden to my parents for a while. But if I'm a famous streamer, I can make enough to survive and pay my parents back, right? I don't know, revenue takes a lot of work to build up. I don't know how I should feel about all this. You spread negativity, but it's not entirely for personal gain. Heh, are you guys getting an interest in me? Maybe we can come up with some kind of collab together. Yeah, whatever, just go already. Subscribe to my channel, okay? Okay. I'm not that kind of content creator. What can I help you with? The people here are pretty chatty, aren't they? Not that I mind, of course. About the question, I suppose I'm going with A, keep up the hard work. Does that mean you already have a dream? Yeah, I guess you could say so. You probably wouldn't be interested in hearing all that, though. I'm a musician, but I'm still at the point where I can only play out in the street. I work a part-time job so I can afford lessons. In my spare time, I'm always recording demos or practicing. Whenever I come up with something I like, I send it out for potential auditions. Despite all that, I'm just not getting anywhere. Maybe I don't really have the knack for it.
No!
But working hard towards your dream is healthy. You're right, thank you. I was just being hard on myself for a moment there. When I come home from work and lie down in my bed by myself, I just get so worried. When things are going badly, I start to break down and ask myself, how much longer can I do this? All I can do is believe in my ability. I love music so much and I have no intention of quitting.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, see you. I can't believe it, I just admitted all that to complete strangers, yeah. You did. I would go with A.